After reviewing the video, I realized the focus group went better than expected. I got a number of information from the teachers that invited to the focus group that would be vital in their professional development and being able to take it back to the leadership team and discuss what their thoughts were, because electives and the special education department is kind of left out of the professional development process, not being able to go to a PLC, which is where you can get so much help from other teachers, just being able to talk with other teachers about instruction, technology, inclusion, um, data analysis, among many other things that goes on in PLC. But it's important for special education and elective teachers also be given the opportunity to further their growth in their profession. So some of the things that one of the main things that kind of come out of this after talking to two of the members, Erin, which is in her second year of teaching, and after being in the college world and being a coach for physical education, and also Crystal, which is in her 3 weeks of education being a teacher. She has an extensive background in behavior management, but no experience in teaching. And last year was her first year as a paraprofessional within that classroom. She actually was my paraprofessional when I was a teacher in that classroom, in the past classroom. And she's phenomenal in being able to work with the students on their behavior. But after talking with her during the meeting, she has no idea how to navigate the waters as a new teacher. So what kind of was birthed from this focus group is a mentoring program for new teachers. The campus really doesn't have a mentoring program for new teachers, so that would be one of the main things that I would take back to the leadership team and develop. I would develop a mentoring program for new teachers, and hopefully the administration team will implement that in the upcoming year, because it's very important for new teachers have support and being able to go to someone that they can talk to, that they trust, a fellow teacher, to ask simple questions like, how do I put grades in a grade book? That was one of the questions that teachers had. They didn't know how to do that. And also be able to write IEPs for in the new program for special education. What are the policy? What's tardy policy? What is the dress code? These are things that these teachers asked and didn't know at the beginning of the year, even after in service. So the new teacher mentoring program is super important for new teachers, and I advise everyone to even have one on campus. And also, the other part that I would take back to the leadership team is the importance of having a PLC or offering professional development hours for special education teachers and elective teachers throughout the year, so they can grow and grow their craft throughout the year instead of just being limited to those hours during the summer and in service. So what those sessions or training sessions provide teachers is a way to come back and be energized on instruction and coming back, oh, I got this way of educating the students how to reach the student within the elective program, because electives sometimes are not so exciting for students to be a part of. So those elective teachers have to reinvent the wheel on how to give instructions to engage those students within the subject. So if we were able to provide these teachers and special education teachers with the professional development on instruction, it would make their job a whole lot easier in engaging the students, being able to further the instruction and with the students, and having the students grow within that classroom. To assess my abilities with the meeting, I think it went well. The teachers were able to discuss their thoughts, collaborate, ask questions, um, and many of them shared that that focus group was important because it gives them an opportunity just to talk to other teachers and feel more comfortable with discussing their concerns, their dislikes, their likes, and being able to voice their opinion. Because a lot of the times, as a special education teacher, we're not asked if we need anything. It's one of those, the administration teams leave special education alone. They leave that, it's like a separate part of the school, the culture, the community. And we're very much a part of the community. We want to be a part of the community, especially the instructional community, because it's difficult for teachers to reinvent the wheel for students that are already having learning disabilities or emotional disabilities or have any type of disability within the classroom. And we need those assistants from fellow teachers, from the administration to provide us with professional development. I think the objective for the meeting was stated. We went over that. We discussed, and I asked the teachers to what is professional development and what does it mean to you at the beginning of the meeting, and asked them to define it. And we read an article on professional development, and we discussed it following reading of that article. The survey didn't really reveal much to me far as time management. Well, yeah, it kind of told me that the teachers provided me with information that I was able to keep us on a schedule, asking questions. Can you quickly, briefly describe how you feel about professional development? I use words like quickly and briefly describe, so the meeting can flow and give everyone an opportunity to voice their opinion. But I also didn't want to make their comments short or shorten their opportunity to voice their opinion. So I think I think the big thing part of the meeting was it was a very collaborative, facilitated focus group. It's not like I was a person just sitting there trying to get my thoughts out or dictate the meeting or preach to or lecture to those teachers. I really wanted it to be one of those meetings that was really facilitated and led by those teachers and giving them an opportunity to voice their opinion, and me just take something back from it that I can take from the meeting and give to the leadership team that can help my department, can help fellow elected teachers, help the special education teachers as well. And if I was able to change something about the meeting, I'm not sure if there's a lot that I would change, because it was more of an opportunity for me to listen and learn about what everyone else's need. And what I could change is, if there was one thing, I would allow the one leadership member to be a part of it, to come in at the last part of the meeting, so the teachers can voice their opinion, maybe voice their opinion directly to the one member of the leadership team that they trusted, that can go back and discuss what they've learned. I wasn't really surprised about some of the information revealed with this experience. One part that I was surprised with, new teachers, they're not able to select sessions or professional development courses or workshops that they can attend during the summer, because those things are selected for them by the district. And I felt like that was very surprising, and I was shocked by that. But I don't think that's a good idea, in my opinion. I don't think that's a good idea to just make them go to certain things, because they're not afforded the opportunity during the year to go to develop professional development. and get those hours that they think is best for their personal growth, which is super important. And that's one of the domains within the new evaluation system, which is selecting goals for your personal growth as a teacher. So I think that's a very surprising. I don't think that's a good idea for new teachers to have to go through certain trainings and not be able to select what they want to attend to further their professional development. I think this experience will transfer me into a better leader as within the school system, because now I know what what new teachers go through and what they need. They need a support system, not go to the next door neighbor that may not be in the same subject and asking them, how do I do this? We need a system in place to support new teachers and select experienced teachers that are within their department that understands and know how to do certain things, especially within the special education department. We need a mentor, an experienced teacher to mentor new teachers on how to navigate writing IEPs, writing goals, writing objectives, writing progress reports for those students, and when they're due, how to do all the instruction when dealing with a student with special education or dealing with a student with autism. So the mentorship should be department. Each member should be from the department, not a cross department. And that was one of the things that would transform me as a leader. And when I do become a principal or an assistant principal, I will take the mentor program that I develop with me into the new school that I go to, and hopefully to be able to implement it and help someone, or also help the special education department in developing them and trying to create a professional learning community for those elective teachers and the special education department. And I think overall the experience was phenomenal. It was better than I expected. I learned so much. I was able to learn quite a bit about myself as a leader. After the meeting, I felt really comfortable being able to lead my peers. And I would view that as more challenging than being an administrator and leading teachers. And from that, I realized that as a principal, I need to be an instructional leader first and discipline. But instructional leader is basically just ask teachers, how can I help you be a better teacher? And not tell them so much, you need to do this, you have to do this, but being able to just work as a team in developing their professional growth as a teacher. Thank you.